welcome to Omnibros Live on a Friday. Wow, Friday, December 20th, only 5 more days. Wow, that's amazing. And I've, with Lou, Comics Guide, we have a very special guest, Bunkmasta B.
Oh, me. Oh, this special guest.
You, buddy.
Oh.
You.
What's up, y'all?
How are you doing?
Good, man. Real good. We got one more half day of work for me before vacation. Looking forward to that. Got some family coming in town. Got all of the kids' Christmas shopping done early this year, first time ever. So I'm sitting pretty. I'm excited.
Yeah. Now, you said in the green room beforehand, this is your first real Christmas vacation since college?
Yeah.
Wow. How did that work? How did you not did you work in retail or something? What?
I've been in client facing financial services.
Oh, okay, wait. You're breaking up.
Markets are open. We're open for
many
years.
You broke up as soon as you started explaining it. Sorry. Something about client facing.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think we lost.
Freezing in Cleveland. Can you turn it down?
Let me.
Sure.
So
okay.
You were in.
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, you were in client-facing relationships.
Yeah. Yeah, and so basically, I was in a job where if the markets were open, we were open, and it was one of those that like everyone kind of takes rotations, and just every year I was kind of like, my wife's works for the school, so she's on vacation during this time, so it was easy enough for me to stay working, and I was like, you guys can have that time off. This is the first year I was like, no, I'm gonna do me, I'm doing it, and I got next week off.
Michael Cleveland already calling you out.
Yeah, very excited.
My internet works. Fake stolen Cleveland valor.
I'm not sure what happened there because I literally moved for my mesh internet one of my satellites down here, which is normally enough. So yeah, that could have just been my internet being like, "Don't dock yourself, bro. Do not put those personal details out there."
What do you do? You're going to send somebody into an epileptic
Christmas rave.
I didn't.
What's happening?
Sorry, we're trying to help you with the white light.
Right there.
I'm sitting next to the Christmas tree.
I think Lou got a superstar.
I'm sitting next to the Christmas tree because my laptop needed to be charged, and it went on rave mode. Apparently, I didn't know the tree could
rave mode. James is reminding Lou you have 11 days left to read Scarlet Witch.
It's gonna happen. I'm in the same situation as Bunk is, where I finally have some time off from work. I've got the next 2 weeks off. So it's going to be a lot of catching up and finishing up stuff. So that's on my list. I want to start Black Cat because you've raved about it this whole year.
2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. I want to start and watch Ronin, the FX series, because everybody's been raving about it. I haven't had a chance to watch that. I want to finish The Boys. I have a list of just a whole bunch of stuff. This has been a year where we've started a lot of series and we just have not finished it. We have 2 more episodes of House of Dragon that we never finished. It's been that kind of year. I need to catch up with Shrinking, which is awesome.
We just finished season 1.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. Harrison Ford is so good in it.
Oh, everybody's so good. Jewish Dragons. It's good you're here because Lou has something to say.
Yes.
James says, wow, Lou showed up. He isn't embarrassed he lost the burger bet. I have the receipts. I took what James put in the Discord and sent them to Lou. He's claiming there's some type of Russian collusion, that it was rigged. Some kind of rhetoric that just doesn't ring true. Like the Russians.
I demand a recount. There was some chicanery that was going on somewhere in Pennsylvania around 3:00 in the morning last night. I demand a recount. There was some Russian collusion. I think I have that right.
Dude, I sent you the exact bet. You lost badly on Craven. I nailed it.
Yeah, you did. You really did. You were pretty close to it.
How many burger bets have you guys had out there that have not been paid over the years? I feel like
Ooh,
every time someone...
Two.
Ooh, now he's...
Two. I count two.
Okay.
Right?
I'll accept 2. Even though James says it's 3, I'm happy to accept 2. I'm happy to accept anything from you. You know, if Cycle can DoorDash me burgers, so can you.
Yeah.
And we should do it on the air so that I have to go up and get it during an OmniBros show. Eat 2 burgers and get sick. That's entertainment.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
There's a very specific subsect of the internet that would love to see that.
Yeah, that's true. Did we ever agree? Did it have to be an upstanding restaurant, or could it be a McDonald's plain cheeseburger from?
I don't think we ever stated. The original one was when you were in Orlando still, and I was going to visit you and get a Junior's burger dog.
Oh, that's right. We couldn't make that happen. Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
I think a burger is a burger in your mind. So I think whatever I get would reflect more on you than me. So just consider that carefully. Beyond Comics is here. I just talked to this Kiwi, and he's going to be on the show February 8th on Batter Days.
Nice. Is that a Rolodex I saw you just take out there?
It's my phone.
Oh, okay.
Rolodex. Whoa, that's a deep cut.
Oh, for scheduling all of your guests and contacting, I just kind of assumed that's how you keep everything.
I do keep it scheduled on my calendar, yeah, because I'm booked through February.
You have a busy schedule, man. You really do. You stream and put out a lot of content, and I'm always amazed by that. Where I'm just like, oh my gosh. Once I retire, I don't want to do anything.
I put out a good one today. It was my favorite comic book covers of 2024 that I got.
Oh, nice.
And that was a fun one. I think people should dig that because it's all the artists that I really like. Adam Hughes, Soza Micah,
Nice.
David Nakayama, stuff like that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. So I hope people enjoy it.
Can I, real quick, before we keep going, Jewish Dragons, hang on the stream. I did get the box you sent, and I will be talking about it tonight. Amazing. Loved everything in it.
You unpacked it? Because it takes a solid 20 minutes to take that thing apart.
Oh my gosh. It is. I joked about this last time. So our standard is usually our sponsor, In Stock Trades, right? That's usually where they have an amazing packaging where you can get what this?
You can get that was a masterful segue. I'm sorry. 30 to 60% off on your collected edition needs. Don't forget your loyalty discount adds another 2% to that. This month, December 30th, when we present the Omnis, the collected editions award show that has people a buzz, and the ladies are picking out their evening gowns for it, and we'll be in tuxes and stuff. We'll be giving away the $50 IST gift card that night that they are so kind to provide us every month. Free customer service. Free customer service if you live in the USA. If you live out of the USA, meh.
If you live out, do you have to pay for the customer service? Are they doing a Frontier Airlines model here?
Frontier Airlines.
Literally, if you want to talk to the person at the desk at Frontier, it's $20.
Is that right? They are so bare bones.
Everything, yeah, like literally, if you want to talk to a gate attendant, because they're trying to do everything self-checkout, it is $20 to walk up and talk to that, before TSA, not like the one who's checking into your flight. They'll talk to you for free because they make sure that all your personal items go in. But you know who doesn't do that? In-stock trades, where they'll treat you right.
That's right. It was supposed to be free shipping in the United States with orders over $50 or more. Fabulous customer service, that's free. Fabulous packaging, that's also free at instocktrades.com. Yeah, baby. In-stock trades. I don't know what this is. Is Smoke Signal a comic or a way to? Is that a flavor of the month for weed?
I mean, knowing Cycle, I imagine that's also his preferred communication method because like phones are way too mainstream. Like, oh, you use texting? That's cute. Check out this sweet way that I have.
5 years ago, I would have known the answer to that, but Cats broke me. So after that, no.
Oh, Cats, the one you went to so blitzed. Yeah.
Yeah, that broke me.
You swore off the ganja after that. I remember.
Yeah, I've been pretty on the straight and narrow since that night.
Hey, Oda Labruski, Javier. Javier, and I should have given you a shout out, Javier. You're the one that encouraged me to do the covers, the comic book covers, but I apologize. Kenny's here. We'll just be quizzing Bunk on the Cleveland landmarks in the Superman trailer. Well,
if you do, I get a 0. I'm live here. I'm not a native, and I was too busy reacting to like all the cool stuff, and I've got thoughts on there. But if you decide you want to do that, just give me a 0 and move on.
We do have a segment tonight where we're going to see how well Lou and Bunk know me.
Oh.
And Backato's here. Let's go. Friday finally got here. Yes, you should watch the trailer before we start talking about it. We have absolutely no problem spoiling a trailer. Okay, so don't come here thinking, "Oh, don't tell me anything that happens in the trailer." Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yay, Bunk! SmackDown talk.
We hit some of that actually in the green room before we went live. Lou and I were talking about the women's tag team champion match that's going on tonight with Naomi stepping in for Jade to team with Bianca versus Nia throwing her hat in the ring. So yeah, there's some cool things happening, and this is all ahead of the January 6th Netflix Raw, which is super exciting.
That's gonna be. Yeah, I'm really excited because I mean, for me, it's felt like the past few weeks have just been we're biding our time and we're just waiting for that Netflix deal, and then we're gonna really just go full force right into WrestleMania season. We'll be right around the corner at that time too, so it's perfect. It lines up perfectly.
Oh yeah. I think that first Raw is gonna basically be with just the star power and everything. Like it might as well be a PLE. Like
Absolutely.
With it being in LA, I'm already calling it. Snoop is going to be on that one. They're going to pull in a whole bunch of people. Like, it wouldn't shock me if Kendrick was on that. Like, this is how big I think they're going on that.
I agree. I think it'll set the tone because they want to hit the ground running straight. And I think part of the reason I wouldn't doubt if John Cena was there because this is
he's going to be 100%.
Yeah, this is going to be his start for his final run, right? That was the whole thing that they've been. Well, he came out. Was it WrestleMania last year? He said next year will be.
It was Money in the Bank.
It was Money in the Bank. Yeah.
He came out for Mania to help Cody, and then he kind of disappeared. But yeah, it was the Toronto Money in the Bank when he came out, and then like no one knew, and he was like, "Yep, that's next year's going to be it for me." And we kept like waiting to see him again, and haven't seen him since in 2024.
Yeah. So Cena, they're going to have to start. I mean, he's going to be at the. There's no doubt in my mind. He's going to be at the Rumble.
I think he's winning the Rumble. I think he's winning the Rumble. Yeah.
I think so. Night 1 will probably be Cena versus somebody. Night 2 will probably be the Roman Reigns versus The Rock because they've been trying to hype that up. That's how I think it's going to play out.
Not to get this too off the rails with wrestling theories, but I have thoughts on this. We'll save those for a future one. But yeah, sure. Regardless to say, I'm very excited for how the schedule is shaping up for next year.
Yeah, no, we're kind of on a wrestling tangent, but I'll wrap my portion up with this. a lot of the guys right now are kind of taking breaks or not taking as much of a workload, and they're not wrestling as much. It's a lot of mic work, and I think that's on purpose because I think they're trying to keep everybody fresh and they don't want anybody hurt. Because once they hit the ground running on Netflix, it's back to back. We're going into Royal Rumble. We're going to go head into WrestleMania. We're into that season. So I'm excited.
I mean, even Elimination Chamber, they're already teasing this is seen as last Elimination Chamber, like in all the ticket sale stuff. And the ticket prices are through the roof because that one's in Toronto.
All-star viewer Marvel Bab. I don't think he's missed any of our shows ever, or my shows. Marvel Bab is one of the all-time 10 out of 10 stars viewer. Welcome, Marvel Bab. Good to see you.
And also probably the most dapper profile picture.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the cap, we got the vest, we got the button down, like all of it working on point. Clean shave on the beard.
Very presentable.
Watch, it'll turn out to be a picture of just some random stranger at the gym or something.
If you're showing up and looking at the gym like that, like, I mean, I would have that as my profile picture too. Like, you're telling me he's going out and he's hitting the squat rack like that? Like,
dressed in his clothes.
Absolutely.
I have Barnacle. Welcome. I assume you mean the Penguin TV show. I proposed to my movie buddy, and we'll see if she wants to do it. That we watch it together. She seems reticent because it's 10 episodes, whereas that's nothing to me. But we'll see. If in January, if she can't commit, then I'm just going to watch it. I've heard too much good stuff about it. Oh, thank you for Discord. Right. We talked about that. Thank you, NFL dude. There's no White Castles around here, so he couldn't DoorDash them to me. James has thoughts. I do need that salted caramel frosty from Wendy's. Yes, I badly want that. Yes, great video. I watched it twice. Thank you, Javier. Love the teaser trailer for Superman 2025. Hope the film is good to great and gives us a hopeful Superman on film again. I am hyped for it. Thumbs up, hand clap, hand clap, hand clap. Love, love, love. Black hearts. That Superman Nakayama variant was awesome. Oh, there's an even better one, if it's possible, waiting for me at my LCS. But I'm not going to be going there between now and Christmas. It'd be too much of a zoo. But yeah, that was a lot of fun to do to do my favorite comic book covers. Lars, the stream is worth staying awake to watch. Lars does stay up late. Thank you, Lars. The Last Bob. Everybody go give this guys a like real quick. I only see 9 out of a possible 31. We're up to 40. Hit the like button. There we go. Looks like that. And now we have today's wait, first we'll do this one. Today's the 5th anniversary of Cats.
Oh my God.
Where we found out that it is possible to take away digital buttholes. That was that was the big press release ahead of that, was how the technology they used to take out the cat buttholes.
Well, it's good you said that, because that leads us into our next comment. Jess, are you excited about the upcoming Harley scented comic?
What?
What? Wait, how? What is it scented like? And
Lou, what is my least favorite brand of humor?
Dirty humor?
Bathroom humor.
Body humor, yeah.
I don't dig bathroom humor. I don't think it's funny. And it's all about Harley passing gas, and that's what the comic is scented like.
Wait, what? Huh?
I that is just, I can't. I don't know. I might buy it just to stick it in a box, but I'm not those.
It's Harley. You're gonna buy it.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was funny when they came out with a ganja scented one, and then they came out with something else that was scented. But this is, this is too much. I mean, I don't dig it at all. I do not like bathroom humor is the lowest for me. So back Kato, I'm happy to get it, but I'm not excited. I'm very disappointed. That brings us all down. Here's Kane. She brings everybody up. Yeah, Kane.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's
about
odd.
Kane or Harley.
Oh, the Harley stuff. It's odd.
Gross. Why would you do that?
That's weird. This is a single issue that's coming out. Is that what's going on?
It's going to be bagged with scratch and sniff.
Oh god.
That is just the lowest common denominator.
So
Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah.
What would your ideal Harley cover smell like? Like if Jess Bragg is running DC marketing and you got to do a Smell-O-Vision comic and it's a Harley comic, you know, both for pleasantness of smell and unbrandedness, what's happening?
I'm gonna say raspberry pie for Jess.
Oh, with whipped cream topping.
Yeah.
Yeah, something romantic like that.
Yeah.
Something Valentine's type of thing. You know, I'm leaning into the Harlivy romantic relationship. Yeah, raspberry pie sounds good. A little whipped cream, vanilla scent in there. Little taste of oak. The smell of wildflowers, something. Yeah, that's a good question. Is this back to what you guys were talking about? I wasn't going to get it, but 2250 is a big draw. Is that
2250 for what?
2250.
Is that what the Harley cover costs?
No, I don't. I don't think so. 2250, and why would he be drawn by that? Smothery Lion, what are you drawn for? 2250. John Cena is there for every match. If you can't see, you might want to get your eye checked out. WWE is way better now than it has been in recent years. Penguin's Amazing Show. LOL. No, it's me. Peaky Blinder Night.
There you go.
Okay.
And that was in the post party at the gym.
At the gym.
Yeah, that's canon now. Marvel Bad, even if you didn't go to the gym that night, that's canon. That's part of the story now.
Canon. 10 episodes is nothing to me, says the guy who hasn't watched Stranger Things years later. I watched all of Arcane within a week. That was 2 seasons of like 10 episodes each. It has to interest me. And Stranger Things lost me. Episode 3 of the 3rd season. I'll try it again, but I'm not excited about it. I watched all Suicide Squad Isekai. I watched all of that in like a weekend. And I need to watch Creature Commandos because I know I've been hearing great things about that. I watched the first 2 episodes.
Same.
So leaveth me alone.
You know what show I've been loving is, and I know this is old at this point, but did you guys catch Man on the Inside? The Netflix Mike Schur show? No,
I haven't seen that yet.
What's it about?
So the idea, so it's a Mike Schur from formerly The American Office, Parks and Rec, Good Place. It's his new show, features Ted Danson. Basically,
how did you just heard about this show?
Yeah, so a private eye gets tasked, and a private eye who's like a woman in her 40s gets tasked to investigate a theft at a retirement home. She's like, I can't take this case because I can't get in. So she puts out a call for an older person to infiltrate the retirement home and investigate in there for her. And it's this amazing show that has the heart and humor of all Mike Schur shows, but deals with the real issue of elder isolation. It deals with a widow whose wife had died a year ago. His kids live far enough away that he only sees them occasionally. Excellent show. We've been loving it.
And where is it streaming?
It's on Netflix. Only 8 episodes. It's got Stephanie Beatriz. So if anyone saw
99,
which 99, also a Mike Schur show. And she's not being Rosa. She's like a fun character. So Yeah, it's been great.
Oh, good. I'll
cried
tell
twice
Patty.
in the first episode.
Sorry?
I said I cried twice in the first
Really?
episode. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, both my wife and I just
Okay,
it went
yeah.
away and then we started laughing again. But yeah.
Patty heard about it. You know, she used to work in an old folks home, and she still volunteers there.
Mhm.
But she had just heard about it today, so that's great to hear from you that it's so good. And what's it called again? Body bag?
A man on the inside.
Oh, okay. I was close.
Because he's her man on the inside. So the idea is that he's a spy and he's going in, but he's also hopelessly inept at it.
Ted Danson's always good, man.
Oh,
That's
he's
what I want to do.
Yeah.
When we had my daughter Johnny Rotten, who was our first kid, that was when I would stay up with her. That was my show that I would watch because I would try and be like, oh, I want to I have this time now and I've been waiting to watch X show I've heard was good. And what I very quickly found that I'm sure you both, experienced as well was you don't get to have a whole lot of undivided attention during that time. And so like I would put something on and then I'd have to like go make a bottle or change a diaper or something like that. And I'd come back and be like, wait, what happened? And I would like spend more time rewinding than I would watching. And so like very quickly I was like, I need a show that it doesn't matter if I miss 15 minutes, I can just pick up and go and it's still great. And Cheers was that show for me. So Ted Danson has a very big place in my heart because of that.
Okay. Cheers. Here's Chris Kaufman. He had a great idea. He said yesterday, you need to make a reaction video to the Superman trailer. And then like 10 minutes later, he said, very fine condition, just did it. Never mind. It was a great idea, but we just didn't get on it in time. Thank you for the idea, Chris. Here's Hondo from the Bay Area. Please don't spoil the trailer. Is it a spoiler if we tell you that Superman's in it?
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Scented Comics, are we in the 90s?
Would you buy a Harley Quinn comic if Spawn was in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Spawn is not a deterrent.
You should see the crappy Suicide Squad books I have just because he's in it. I mean, Suicide Squad from New 52, Rebirth. Whoa. Suicide Squad. I have three deluxe Suicide Squads from Rebirth.
God bless you.
No one needed that to happen.
No, they didn't.
Maniac Matt and I want to know when Patreon meetup for December happening. If it's happening this month.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. We got to figure out the details of that. I'll text you either tonight after the show or tomorrow morning, and we can hammer some details out.
Do we have the capacity yet? Did you get any kind of Zoom?
I have not purchased the Zoom yet. I'm going to talk to you about all that stuff.
Okay.
Most likely tomorrow morning. I'll hit you up in a text and we'll talk about it.
Nice. Release the butthole cut. I'm sure that is now going to be a thing. Strawberry, watermelon. I like the strawberry one. Some Scent by Vivian Westwood. That sounds fancy. Who's she? Big scented person? I feel like Harley is a little couture and a little punk. I agree with that. Yeah.
See that?
Joey from Down Under, welcome. Jesse Saywa, late to the stream, but Jess, did you catch the Superman trailer? Yes, and that's what it is all about tonight. I have a quiz for these participants here. I asked them to have pen and paper ready because I will be asking them a question, and there we go. I will be asking them a question, and they'll have to hold up their answers to see how well they know me. Let's see what we want to call this.
I'm using my child to etch a sketch. I think this will work. Wait, I've got to turn off my sham. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. Virtual background. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the banner. Awesome. Thank you, Jesse Say What, for reminding me. Lead to the stream. Man on the Inside is coming back for season 2 next year.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry for the wrestling talk, but Bunk Danhausen returned to ROH.
Ring of Honor. I hadn't seen that. I actually saw a Ring of Honor taping like 2 weeks ago, and I saw Danhausen wrestle our local indie back in July. I didn't realize he was back with an AEW affiliate.
He was there for a while. What happened?
Yeah, so he was managing the Best Friends Club, and then he got injured and he stepped away, and then he was like cleared to come back. And from what I gather, he had some personal things come up in his life and basically asked AEW for a little bit of time to deal with them. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. Deal with what you need to. But then during that time, he started wrestling a whole lot of the indies. And it kind of seems like a he said, she said situation where AEW is like, we feel like he's way more interested in wrestling on the indie circuit than he is dedicated to coming back for AEW. And he was like, AEW won't book me, so I have to do the indies. So he's still under contract apparently for a little while.
Yeah.
So
did you see that nasty coffin drop Darby took where it looked like a coffin drop? He hit the corner of the ring.
Which, because I saw him wrestle Commander a few weeks ago for a Continental Classic match.
Oh, I don't know the name. I don't know what happened exactly, but I saw that he jumped and he hit literally that bridge of when you're going into the ring, and it looked ugly.
He hit the entrance ramp, like the entranceway, or
no, the actual ring, but the hard part where
the apron.
Yeah.
I don't know which that could have been. That could have been the match I saw, because he did that and I was second row and he was like away from it, so I couldn't quite see where he hit.
Yeah.
But no, Darby's great. I'll watch anything he does. He's actually on my shirt right here. Darby's sweet.
You want me to highlight that?
If you want.
Yeah. I knew what I was getting into when the two of you were going to be on. So everybody.
Yeah, so this is a AEW cross DC. So this is a lot of the biggest AEW characters that were drawn in the DC comic style, and they put out a comic with that. And Steve Orlando wrote it, and I got him to sign it. But I just thought it was a sweet, like all of them all looking together. And yeah, Darby is. If I can figure out where my hand, there it is. Yeah, Darby Allin's right there.
Somebody just DoorDashed me something. Her name is Barbara, and Patty asked if that was my side piece, and I said, "No, I don't think so." Oh, it's holy smoke! It's burgers.
It's a Christmas miracle, everyone.
He paid off his debt to society. Wow, burgers. Thank you so much. Ooh.
Is that Shake Shack I see? That's definitely better than McDonald's burger.
Is that where you're from?
That's Shake Shack, yeah.
Wow, Lou. And Barbara, both of you, thank you so much.
May you choke on it. No. 4 years. I've been getting shit on for 4 years. And it's a Christmas miracle, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Holy smoke. I didn't even know Shake Shack was this close. Okay. Wow. It's like an onion ring burger.
Are you gonna put yourself full view for the bite?
Okay, sure. Yeah. Thank you, Lou, and thank you, Barbara. Thank you.
Burger. Yeah. You're welcome, man.
Okay, here we go. Here's this dude.
Got some nice cheese action there.
Yeah, and it's got onion rings on top.
It should have been 2 burgers.
It is.
Okay.
Delicious, but I'm gonna have to call for some mustard. Can you DoorDash me some mustard? Just a sec.
I hope they're good, man.
Could
I've
you
never
please
had
give me some mustard?
I've never had Shake Shack before.
Thank you.
Oh, Shake Shack's legit.
Is it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. There's one at the mall by my job that I've never been to. I should probably visit it at some point.
I think the first one we got out here in Cleveland was weirdly in the airport, and then they expanded from there. Yeah. If we had I know we've got some other ones. If we had any of them before the airport one, I didn't see them, but I was like, dang, you have it in the airport? And I was like, oh, dang, we have it there.
I thought I dropped a little piece of burger on the ground, so I picked it up and bit into it, and it was an action figure piece.
That's how good that burger is.
That's kind of odd. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome. Thanks for making me happy.
Well, this is what you know. What I really need to take a picture of this because this is, as Hayden says, it's a sign of the apocalypse. But I need to get a picture of this for posterity, and this is something people. This is content on Instagram for people, and I know Lou's on Instagram.
That's one of the few social media places that I still regularly attend. So since we're kind of on the food subject, while Jess finishes up his burger,
these are big burgers.
If you got to do a buffet, would you do a Chinese buffet or a regular kind of Golden Corral buffet?
Ooh. For me, I'm going Chinese, just because I generally like, if nothing else, I know that I can get a whole bunch of like noodles that are going to be way safer than like anything else I'm getting anywhere else. And like, find me one person that does not love endless crab rangoon. Like, does not exist.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Now I can eat this.
What about you, Lou?
Oh, I'm going Chinese buffet. Although a pizza buffet.
We were just talking about the old lunch buffet at Pizza Hut, and you go through and you get the pizza buffet is legit. And they got the weird chocolate pudding that like kind of tastes a little like grape, and you get the root beer in the big red cup. But yeah.
Oh, hot pot. Now, hot pot is a totally different animal in and of itself. Because if you can find a good hot pot place that does kind of all you can eat, you're golden. You really are. We had one in Orlando, but they shut down the last time we went, and it was very sad. We were really disappointed with that. And we still haven't found a decent hot pot place down here in Miami, which kills me. Yeah, there's not. There's really not. Yeah, there was one in a closed.
What about you, Jess? Are you doing classic Golden Corral American style, or are you doing Asian?
I think
Just thinking very intently.
Sorry, I glitched out there for a sec.
It's cool. You just caught my bad internet.
I did. It infected mine. I think I'm with you on the Chinese buffet. I'm not a big buffet person in general, but Chinese is something I think. Yeah, I do like noodles, so that's what I really like. So that would be it for me. How about a burger buffet? Yeah.
Was the 4-year wait worth it? You know what, man? I'm glad you're enjoying it, honestly.
I got to be here for it.
I told my wife the story this afternoon, and she's like, you can't go another 4 years without giving this man the burger.
Lou gets a conscience in the form of his wife.
I got a conscience in the form of I got it in the form of my daughter. My youngest daughter. I've gotten soft
Oh,
in my last few years with my youngest daughter. They'll do that to you. They will soften you up, man.
yeah. Just as in a row this week, he's on the cover of the Harley Quinn DM and Lou finally pays off his burger bets. I did show that in the Omnibros chat, what James created.
That was a pretty sweet DM cover. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Promises made, promises kept.
I want to.
Well, dude, you just had surgery. He had minor surgery. What? I mean, do you think I'm gonna? How can
Also, I feel insulted that Jake thinks that just because I'm on something, he has to be too. I can have my own thing, Jake. I'm allowed to do stuff too.
Jake is saying you're not your own man, Bunk. That's what I'm getting here. Is that you rely on Jess?
I mean, it's not wrong.
A potato bar.
Okay, like a baked potato. Like no, actually, like that would be pretty sweet. Like you get you just grab a potato at the beginning, and then you go through, and they've got like chili, sour cream, cheese. And like you just get to like build it up how you want. The only thing with that is like I don't know, like a buffet. I want to go volume. I want to know that I can like hit like a little this, a little that. And like after one baked potato and I'm like loading it up with chili, I'm not like okay, can't wait for 3 more of that. Kind of like yeah, I could use a nap.
Yeah, that's usually my strat. I want to take a little bit of everything that I can take that I know I'm gonna like. That's kind of what I do at most buffets.
My big strategy is I walk the buffet before I grab the plate because they always put the cheapest stuff up front, so that way when you get like the empty plate, you're like, oh, I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of this. The most expensive stuff they typically like, and the stuff that you want most of, they push to the end when you don't have a whole lot of plate space, and then like you kind of like try and shove it on, but you take like a small amount. So I always like to like know my game plan, like know what's there, and then build my plate around that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Well, I tried to change it midstream to edit it to say, oh, it did do it. Burger bet paid off. I changed the title of the show.
You can honestly just drop with guest Bunkmasta B, just like burger like that. Like it's too long, or at least bump me to the end. Like the burger bet paid off. Like that's OmniBros history. Get me out of there. Like people need to see that. Okay. Superman trailer. Get that out of here. Like we need that burger bet like up there. The people need to know.
I don't even remember what the original bet was.
James, put the clip in. Of the exact time that the bet was made, and then was the terms were set.
I'm fairly certain James knows the time of my daughter's birth. The exact moment.
I'm fairly sure James was there.
He handed me the birth certificate and stamped my child's feet on it.
Dr. James, calling Dr. James.
He was also the one who handed you the scissors to cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah. Which that is one of the most, you want me to do what? Moment? Like, it's coming. And they hand you the scissors, and I'm like, here, right? This is where I cut, right?
Like, I'm not a doctor, right? Like, you guys like went to medical school. Like, I'm the one who's supposed to. You like that's a human. That's my wife. You're okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. No. It's a weird feeling.
It is. Yeah. Oof.
I love Ace Sushi. And KBBQ must be Korean barbecue. Vivienne Westwood is a UK deceased punk clothing designer. Ironically, I'm wearing a Vivienne Westwood shirt in my pic. Wow. You're a punk clothing wearing Marvel Babify.
But we established before it's couture punk.
Couture punk.
Yeah.
Right. Johnny Dome, I'm pretty sure this is a troll. Man of Steel first teaser. That was 5 years ago. Now you are glitching. Yeah.
Mm.
Burger buffet. LOL. No, seriously. Brazilian steakhouse. Oh yeah, like Fogo
Fogo de Chao.
Yeah.
Ooh, my wife and I went there for my birthday. For the first time a few months ago.
I heard that it's unbelievably great.
Oh, I loved it. She was not as impressed.
What was it? Too much of something, or not enough, or just not to her taste?
Sweetie, what was the issue with Fogo de Chao when we went? The cut of meat that we kept getting wasn't the best one, right? They kept putting out the cheaper ones.
Yeah, I had to ask a couple times for the filet mignon, and then they kept bringing picanha.
Which I love picanha, but it's not filet mignon. I think it's a way for them to save money is that they rotate the cheaper meat a lot more than the actual more expensive stuff. So we had to ask them, hey, we're good. We don't need any more picanha. I want filet mignon. And it took them a while to bring it out too.
Yeah, that's 100% the move. Like that way they can advertise the filet mignon, and then it's like they have so much less of it. Yeah, it's exactly like we were saying with the buffet thing where they put the cheaper stuff at the beginning when you have that empty. It's like if you see it, eventually you're going like, yeah, I'll take more of that.
Yeah, it was good though. I mean, I enjoyed it. I really liked it, all of it. But yeah, for the price that we paid, she didn't feel we got our money's worth. I did.
You also get like an entire year's worth of salt in that one meal.
Wow, that's incredible. But I love the fact that you just flip the card and it's like, yeah, more meat. No.
Javier coming in hot with hashtag crowbar on Jake. Javier trying to crowbar me while I'm already in pain. James has no problem with it. Okay, Jake. Support Jake. Bunk, I love your Christmas card in OmniDog Discord. Why didn't I get one?
I'm very confused about this. Did
you send a Christmas card or
if I had to guess, Hayden probably made a Christmas card of me. This is nothing I did. But I am a minor internet thirst trap in your Discord specifically, and like nowhere else. So I'm guessing that's there. But James, if we could get confirmation, I would appreciate that.
Javier asks, "Wait, are y'all girl dads?"
Yes.
I'm oldest is a girl, youngest is a boy. So I was a girl dad before I was anything else.
2 girls.
Yeah. And I have one girl who is extremely happy because she has a great job.
Oh, good for her, man.
Great people, and she loves it. And after being without a job for a full year,
wow,
she is really, really happy. I'm excited. She's coming over Sunday through Thursday, and we're going to get to see her that whole time. And I'm very excited. And this has potato buns, Lou. These are great.
I'm glad you like it, man.
And I already had dinner.
Now you're going to want me to. Oh, man, we might do Shake Shack sometime this weekend.
I encourage it.
Yeah,
whatever this is. It's awesome. James has the clip in Discord. Okay. Where is it? The clip show? OmniDog Photoshop. There's a bunch of weird pictures of Elon. Oh. This is funny. Oh my gosh, that was a week ago. I'll have to. Yeah, we posted that. Okay, wait. Back Hato, did you do this?
That is creepy.
How
I'm a afraid right now. I don't know how I feel about this.
Now, the only thing about that haircut is the last time my hair was like that was in 4th grade.
I really hope this is on your Christmas card, Jess.
This is hilarious. Well done.
Wow. I love Bunk just leaning in, like just comforting you right now.
Yeah, it's like the Step Brothers.
I'm also glaring so much. I am telling the internet, back off. He's mine. Like, this is not a heartwarming like family Christmas. This is me staking my claim.
You look like your shoes are too tight. Like, oh, come on, let's get the photo over with.
How did he get that side view picture of me? That and you, Bunk. How did he get that?
I imagine that's probably AI generated.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong on that. Where was this posted? Which of the channels?
Just a sec. I think it's the. Whoop! Sorry, I screwed up. It's in OmniDog Photoshop.
This kind of looks like somebody was talking to Jess and they got a little too flirty, and Bunk just came up like, "Not my man, not my man."
Yeah.
And Hayden remarked, "I've never been more aroused."
Not the first time that Hayden's made that comment.
Now, B. Harmon also did something I think is pretty funny and worth sharing too.
Oh, Lord.
That one. It's Jess.
Hold on, just throwing some emojis on this. That's what is art. This is art.
Well done. Well done, you guys. That made me really laugh. Oh,
I don't know where to go from there right now. So
No, you know what that is, Lou? That's the face I'm making to you if you think I know Jess or you know Jess better than me in the whatever game we're about to play about knowing Jess.
You might know him better than I do.
Well, the credentials are Lou and I have been a couple for 6 years.
That's true.
So you should. Is it 6 years? No, it's 8 years.
8. You came on year 1. Yeah, you were.
That was late 2016, right?
Yeah. You were member number 3. You were Omnibros number 3.
And so we've been together 8 years, and Bunk and I have had a relationship for approximately 2 years, maybe 3.
As far as, or are we talking like directly on camera, or are we talking like in the chat? Because like
just knowing each other, from chatting with each other, things like that.
Because in the chat would have been 4. Because I discovered you during the right after I moved to Cleveland, pandemic era. So that would have been early 2020, and then I think I started coming on 2022. I think that sounds right. So definitely don't have as much time on Lou, but like I said, I do have a Christmas card with him, and Lou doesn't. So,
but here's the thing, Lou doesn't listen well.
That's very true.
I have often said my mundane superpower. I have this theory that everyone has one mundane superpower, and mine is just simply that I listen.
Nice. I give my job during work meetings about 10 minutes, and then it just turns into Charlie Brown listening to the teacher. That's literally just okay.
Barnacle Blake has 3 girls. Wow, you're blessed.
One of whom looks like is a newborn. So at least according to the that emoji progression, looks like Barnacle Blake might be dealing with a youngin right now.
Oh, good catch.
Barnacle Blake has not slept in about 10 years.
So I've got 2. And honestly, I was in no uncertain. I was like, no, we're done. 2 is it. And so much of it was just I cannot restart that clock again. Once you get to the point where it's like I'm starting to get my life back, especially the sleep cycle, it's like I there's nothing you can get me to do like to restart all of that over again. Like nope. That's
no, not going through it again. My brother just had his first, and I was like, be ready, because there's this little thing called sleep regression, and it is a motherfucker. So be ready for that, because it's gonna happen where you think, oh man, I've got this thing down. The baby's asleep. We've got a good schedule. Oh shit, the kid's waking up at 3 a.m. now. What? When did this start? Oh no, the kid's waking up again at 5 a.m. I thought we had this down. No. Oh gosh, that was tough.
I will say the greatest idea, and this was all in my wife, this is not me, that continued was so when we had our daughter, we had a house where the bedrooms were upstairs and the kitchen was downstairs. And at that 3 a.m, they wake up, they want a bottle. The last thing you want to do is trudge down those stairs, get the bottle, warm it up, do all of that, then go back upstairs and do that. So she had the bright idea that we get a mini fridge for our bedroom and then have a bottle warmer right on that. Nice. And that has continued even past our children have needed bottles, and it has still continued to be clutch. Highly suggest for any parent, and after kids no longer need bottles, still that parent.
I will put it on the list. We're planning to move out of here sometime next year, so we're planning to get a bigger place, and it is going on that list.
Bunk is a side piece Lou sends Jess out to play with when he's had enough.
Hayden with the fan fiction again.
I love Hayden.
Googled what does it sound like when doves cry, and that
I have Prince stuck in my head now.
Okay, so I'm almost done with this fabulous burger that Lou and his wife, lovely wife Barbara, got me. Wow. It tastes sweeter than the sweetest of the sweet. It tastes like victory. So we're going to talk with my mouth full.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the Superman trailer. Lou, that's just rude. So the idea is that this will lead us into talking about the Superman trailer itself. And the segment is called How Well Do These Guys Know Omnidog?
I already predict not as well as James Abel knows.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's a good point.
James Abel was in the room when you met Clint Eastwood. I'm certain of it.
I don't even think he was born yet.
James Abel is the Jazz that the autograph that Bruce Springsteen wrote out to you was referencing.
Dude, that's a deep cut that I don't think many people remember.
James
may
remembers.
know me. I mean,
James remembers.
That is a clutch pull on your point.
Oh, James is
all right.
always.
So I'm just going to start this up 1 point for that. Thank you. I'm going to assign myself that bonus point.
Okay. So the first question, you write it down. Don't say it. Write down your answer, and then I will ask you to show your answers. And I'm not looking at the chat right now because I don't want them. Well, I already know the answer, but
yeah, what will looking at the chat do for you?
Well, it's true.
If you need the chat to know the answer to the, I've got some questions.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, first question about the Superman trailer. At what moment do I cry?
It's one of two moments.
Well, don't.
It's got to be one of two moments.
Got mine.
Mm.
I'm pretty confident on this one.
Yeah. Ready when you are.
All right.
Hold them up. Yep.
Crypto.
Ding, 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 ding. You both got it right. That made me weep. That entire section. Seeing the cloud of ice dust form and the rumbling, and then crypto shows up. I wept.
Which crypto looks adorable. They nailed the look of a dog, of that dog, like because crypto's been portrayed as a lab, right? Typically,
Like a white small lab. Yeah.
yeah. I kind of like this version. He looks very fluffy.
They're going to be able to sell a lot of toys of this crypto.
Oh my god!
Wow.
A lot of hot toys are going to be coming out in the next year.
Oh dear.
And like plushes, like big old huggable ones.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love when he barked and then he was licking Clark's face before he said home.
And he's dragging him by the cape and just like, yeah, that was all very well done.
I like the photo that you sent me of Streaky.
Oh yeah, Max sent me that.
if it was Streaky, he would have just left him there and turned right back around.
It's a picture. The first one is Superman whistling, and out in the distance is a cat, and then the next picture is Superman's skeleton.
Streaky would have just sat down with his button on his face and just walked away after. Man, that I choked up. I really choked up in that. I got goosebumps in that trailer. I was like, Jesus, oh my gosh.
I think this is what is such a good sign, is that James Gunn pays attention to those little details like crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it shows he's a real comic book reader and really understands what he wants to see on the screen.
Oh yeah, Zack Snyder would have blown up crypto within the first 5 minutes.
Too much light, too much hope.
Too much
Everything's
hope.
gonna be black and white.
We're gonna shove a kryptonite grenade in his mouth and then just pull.
And that's gonna be Clark's motivation to overcome this as they kill this dog.
John Wick.
Yeah, this is just John Wick with Superman.
No, I love the trailer. I got emotional. I got misty eyed, man. It did everything it needed to do. I don't need to see anything else. I'm good. I'm July. Got it. Yep.
I don't want to see anything further than that.
Same. July. Good. Yep. I know. I'm there day one.
And this is a big statement for me to say, but it's absolutely true. I have not been this excited for a movie since Empire Strikes Back in 1980.
Wow.
Even Jedi, with how Return leaves off, or with Empire, like with Empire leaving off and like everything going there, you're telling me Jedi did not have you as even if Jedi didn't itself deliver like Empire did, you're telling me as far as excited for a movie?
Yeah, that is a good point.
Because you just find out about Darth Vader. Luke gets his hand chopped off. Like,
well, don't spoil it.
This is already a spoiler stream. We already spoiled the trailer. All right. Nothing is sacred anymore. Rosebud's a sled. It's all out there.
Rosebud's a sled. So that's
you might be right. You might be right.
That's a good
Return
point.
of the Jedi. You might be right.
There's no way that you can say Empire and just like, because coming out of that again to that, like at this point, the villain's the dad is like is a trope.
Yeah.
But I mean, like at that point, tell me that did not blow your mind and you were what?
Yeah. And I had to wait 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You are right. It was Return of the Jedi because I wanted to know more about that.
And Empire ends on such a bleak note. Our heroes are pretty much lost. Han Solo is captured. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. My wife, by the way, has never seen Star Wars.
I'm taking another point for that one, by the way.
I think
for correcting that statement for you.
Yeah, you know me better than I know me.
Yeah, that's one. If you were looking at the chat, they would have given away for you. So now it's a good thing you weren't looking at the chat, like you were saying.
Is it bad? She hates Star Wars, but has never seen it.
Well, she did just send me 2 burgers, so I'm hesitant to be critical.
That's true. What is it with Star Wars? You just don't. It's boring to you, baby.
Boring.
Okay, there it is.
But she hasn't seen it.
Have you?
Try.
There you go.
Oh, well. At least she's not one of those typical Star Wars fans that hates everything.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Was I happy with the music, or should he have been more bold and chosen something original?
Oh. You were right. Getting this toy for this kid paid off.
So I think you're going to need to read it again, so that we're clarifying. Is it
sure? Was I happy with the music? Or
Wait,
which was
you said before? Were you disappointed?
What
is it? Were you happy or were you disappointed?
Was I happy with the music, or
happy.
should he have been more bold and chosen something original instead of the guitar solo of the original Superman? Yeah. Spoiler alert: John Williams did the original Superman music. So, did I think that was a good touch, or did I think he should have chosen something more original?
I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, Lou, you're saying he should have been more original?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
And Bunk, you're saying you like the...
I'm saying I think you liked that it was playing on the original theme, but it put its own spin on it. So it's talking to the past while also being its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bunk is correct.
Okay, cool.
This is about me. Everything's always about me. So it's not what the chat thinks. It's not your guys' opinion. This is how we're going through the trailer. The music was a guitar solo paying homage to John Williams' original Superman movie. And that was part of the thing that got me emotional, was hearing that original music played in a modern way. I don't know what anybody else on the internet thinks, but that's what I thought. It really moved me.
Yeah, same. I love the new rendition of it, if that's going to be the theme that they're going to go with. I love the guitar riff on it, and it, like you said, it pays homage to the classic score, but it modernizes it a little bit, and it's Gunn basically saying, hey, this is kind of the feel that we're going for. We're going back to, in some ways, the roots of what most people think Superman is. I think that's kind of gotten a little bit muddy in the last few years with the Snyder Bros and stuff like that, because they want that grim, dark, lacking of color and stuff like that style. Which, if that's your vibe, man, that's your vibe. I'm happy for you, but that wasn't the Superman that I wanted. This is more of the Superman that I like, and we've gotten it in the what's the Superman and Lois show that just ended on
Lois
CW.
and Clark.
Yes. And I've seen some bits and pieces of it. I'm like, damn, they really nailed it. So this looks like it's going to be more of that, and I am super excited for it, man. Look, the scene where the kid is raising the flag and it has the Superman symbol on it, and you just hear him whisper Superman. Like he's calling it. Oh my God, I got misty-eyed and I just chills, immediately chills. I'm like, he's got it. He nailed it. He gets the tone.
Yeah.
Because Zack Snyder would have dropped a bomb on that kid and said, "What? Bad kid," and then just walked and kept going.
To be fair, we don't know there isn't a bomb coming for that. We just know that Clark will be there to catch the kid beforehand.
Yeah. That's true.
His hair and his uniform, his Clark, his Clark hair, Superman hair, his Clark coat and tie, and his Superman uniform. Overall hair and costuming. Did I think it nailed the look, or did I think it was lacking and was a little too understated? So the answer is he liked it or he didn't like it. The way the hair and the uniform for both Clark and Superman. Liked it or did not like it.
Which now that Superman and Lois show is finally done, I need to go back and watch more of it. I really like it.
I love that first episode, and I really want to keep watching it.
Yeah.
But apparently, I have to go watch Stranger Things.
Well, there's that one perfect scene in the first episode where the kid goes, "I like your costume," and he goes, "Thanks, my mom made it." And I was like, "Yep, got it. That's exactly what he'd say."
And I feel like that was taken from a Superman book. Was that for all seasons, or
I don't know.
Somebody in the chat will know, because I feel like it might have been taken from a book. Do you have your answers?
Got
my answer.
Liked it or didn't like it?
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Lacking. Nailed it. Clark looks like Clark. Soups looks like Soups. You thought it was you think I thought it was lacking?
Yeah, a little bit. I think maybe the costuming, but especially in the suit, you might think it. I like the suit, but I don't love it. But that's minor quibbles. It's minor quibbles aside.
Yeah. I actually liked both a lot.
I thought you were like shaking it. I was like, that doesn't work.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I liked both a lot. I love that in the scene. It's out of context, so I don't know what happened. The crowd had turned against him and were throwing things at him. He had the little curl, and it was perfect. Yeah. And then his hair and glasses, as he's Clark Kent, he looks like a total dork. And I don't see how you could see that guy being Superman. I thought they did a really good job. Also, is he really that tall? He seems like he
I don't know.
Just was, unless they hired a bunch of shorter actors, he seemed I can see that because they want to see him standing out over the crowd, but I thought his hair was perfect. And I also like the uniform for Superman.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you know, they debated on the trunks, right? That was a big thing between.
Oh, that's right. Whether to put them on outside or not.
Yeah, that was a big thing. And actually, the actor was the one that convinced James Gunn that, we need to have the trunks. He basically said that this guy is so powerful that the trunks, kind of makes him look more a little bit. I think, I forgot what the term is, but it goofies him up a little bit, or just so kids can look at him and go, "Oh, okay." It makes him more welcoming to kids, or something like that, is what the actor said.
Okay.
I'm really paraphrasing it, but it was something along those lines.
Okay. I hate too many characters in a movie, like Spider-Man 3, the Tobey Maguire one, Batman and Robin. There were way too many people and way too many characters in that. Too many characters just ruins something for a movie for me. Was I disappointed to see Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, and Mr. Terrific also in this movie, in this Superman movie? So it's disappointed or happy. Let me know when you're ready. Are you writing on that edge of sketch?
Yes. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. call James Abel. Nope, you were happy. I was super happy. Call James Abel. I'm not. I hate.
Did you like Guy Gardner? Did you like
how amazingly doofy did he look in that?
I think that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna have Guy Gardner in a movie at this point without him like being the butt of the joke.
Mm.
But he's so determined when he goes in there, uses his ring to like block out the crowd or whatever he used this ring for. Clark's undergoing some kind of emotional trauma.
Yeah.
Then you get Hawk Girl flying in before the Godzilla-like creature, and so we've got Hawk Girl in this, and then Mr. Terrific's in it too.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but I think it's just right. I doubt they're going to be, on for super long, but I was excited to see that this is a Superman that needs a little help from maybe heroes smarter than he is, maybe have done it for longer, want to help him. I think it excited me to see those characters in there.
Yeah, I think. Well, the interesting thing is this is a Superman that's coming into a universe that's already set up. Creature Commandos sets up that heroes have been around and monsters and things have been around for a very long time. So I get the vibe that this is kind of going to be not a rookie Superman, but a Superman that's really just starting to get his feet on the ground, where there's already a bunch of these different superheroes that have been around for a good minute. We know Batman's going to be, I think Gunn has said that Batman's already going to be in his midlife. He's going to be like halfway. He's going to be in his 30s or 40s, I think is what Gunn said. Something like that. And we know that because Brave and the Bold, and it's Damian. I think they said it's Damian.
Mm-hmm. And what did you think of the characters, Bunk?
I was super excited about it. I mean, as someone who, ladies, contain yourself, had Mr. Terrific on my basically fantasy superhero fantasy football equivalent that I did on the GameFAQs comics and graphic novels message boards in the early 2000s. I have loved Mr. Terrific for so long, and like you said, it's a way that they're highlighting a separate power set. They're different enough, and they were sort of used sparingly enough that I think it highlights different ways. With Hawk Girl, depending on which origin they're going with, you're getting some of that Interstellar going on. Guy Gardner again is just so tonally different, and it's not just another Superman meets Batman and the Trinity, and we're setting up all of this. It's like, Lou, you talking about this lived-in universe. These are people who are here but represent something different from him. It's not just this super guy punches this super guy. Who punches harder? It's like, let's try some things here. So yeah, I was all about that. And again, I love a doofy Guy Gardner.
Yeah, man, that haircut. Wow.
Haircut is
it's a bold choice. I think it paid off.
I do think
I had in second grade.
I do think that haircut will only be around for one movie, and then he'll get the more modern kind of cut that they've been giving him in the last few years. Now, I'm excited we're getting Green Lanterns. We're finally starting to see more. Yeah. And starting off with Guy Gardner as the Green Lantern is a bold choice, because everybody goes, the modern audiences are going to go, who the fuck is Guy Gardner?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people would say that for basically anyone who's not Hal, though. Like, you throw Kyle Rayner up there, unless you're a comic reader, you're like, who's this Stewart? Ion? Well, Jon Stewart. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he had the cartoon, but like anyone outside of him and Jon Stewart might actually at this point, with like wider audiences, have more cultural cachet than Hal.
I would agree with that. There was an entire generation of kids my age that we grew up watching Jon Stewart. That was our Green Lantern. That was our first introduction to the character. It wasn't Hal Jordan. Yeah,
the Justice League episode Comfort and Joy is still requisite every year Christmas watch for me. It is still to this day one of my absolute favorite Christmas specials, not like superhero, not comic specials. It is one of my absolute favorite Christmas specials. I think that episode is just so perfectly done.
And what is I'm not familiar with this. Jon Stewart had his own animated show.
So he was on the animated Justice League show that was part of like the Bruce Timm verse, where before they did Unlimited, he was the Green Lantern who was in that. And there's most all of them are basically two-parters. There's very few one-part episodes, and one of them was a Christmas special called Comfort and Joy that picks up right after the team saves a planet, and it's basically all of them going their separate ways for Christmas. And Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, they go off and they do their own thing, and basically because Thanagar doesn't have Christmas, it's like, you know, he goes with her to say like, how do you celebrate? Superman brings Martian Manhunter back to the Kent farm for Christmas there. The Flash gets, you know, finds this toy that's sold out everywhere for an orphanage. It just, all of it is amazing. Like it's.
So this is the Justice League Unlimited show?
No, this is the series that happened before Justice League Unlimited.
And what was that?
Justice
Just
League.
called Justice League.
Justice League. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I have that, so I'll watch that episode.
If you have Max, you can also just stream it.
Okay.
And I would you need no backstory. Just
Okay. Oh, good.
22 minutes. Like you don't need to know anything else about it. It's beautiful. I cry every year. It's great. Do a lot of crying at things apparently.
Yeah, Justice League is one of the greatest cartoons. I think they just nail without missing a beat. They never miss the character. They nail every single character, and then they blow up the roster even more when Justice League Unlimited started, where you get side characters. There's like episodes dedicated to Power. They just blow up the roster to an insane amount, man.
And it gets even better from there. You know, the Question and you know, his stuff that he goes off. You know, Double Date, the episode he has with Huntress, like Supergirl's story with Cadmus. Like, oh, it's so good.
I'm excited. Do I think they shared too much romance in this movie? Not enough romance, or just right? So it's too much romance, not enough, or just right? This is again just my opinion, and it's how well these guys know me, and it's leading to, I think, a divorce between me and Lou. My side piece knows a hell of a lot more.
Again, we have a Christmas card together.
Well, you know, after a few years, we've just grown apart, Jesse.
It happens.
It happens.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see your answers.
Yep, come on, color correction.
Just right. Just right.
Some awkward looks as Clark, and then you know, when he's in the Daily Planet and he does the look at her, and then like she sees him and he does the kind of like, oh, and then like the slowly flying up as Superman. You think it like perfectly nails that dynamic.
Okay, I felt that there was too much. I felt like they could have put something else in there. They had like 3 or 4 sequences of them in various iterations. Clark and Lois, Superman and Lois, Lois and Lois, and then flying up in the sky. To me, it just seemed like there was one too many of those.
Okay.
But that's, you know, just how I felt.
With the Clark stuff, like at least the way that I felt watching it, I really liked how it underscored the different dynamic and relationship that Clark has with Lois and that Superman has, and also sort of the personality that puts on. Like, again, one of my favorite moments is when Clark, you know, they're in the Daily Planet, and he's looking over at her, and she kind of looks at him, and he does the awkward, oh, I wasn't looking at, and he does the look around, and like you get to the point where he feels like he can't do the like actually maintain, you know, she sees him looking at her, he has to like, oh, then versus when you see, you know, that scene where like, you know, he holds her and he just slowly sort of flies up. I think that like tells us a lot about the character dynamic that we're going to see going on there just from those little bits like that.
Yeah, I don't in the context of the entire movie, I think that it's going to be fine. I just thought the trailer kind of felt like there was just a little bit too much of it. It made too much of it, but that's just how I felt. As far as the entire movie, yeah, I'm happy to see all that romance. I just felt like it was sort of crowbarred.
Oh, did Jake come back?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the chat. I just felt like it was crowbarred in there. Okay.
Real quick, do you think he'll know that Lois will know that he's Superman, or they're gonna just play up the secret identity and go the Christopher Reeve route?
I think at least to start, I think they're doing secret identity.
Secret identity. Okay.
I just got to the part in Triangle Years Superman where he admits to Lois that he's Superman. And so I was wondering when that happens in this, because I'd be uncomfortable if she was making out with Clark and also making out with Superman, not knowing the difference.
You're saying you don't like a 2-time in Lois where she's got a relationship with Clark and Supes and doesn't realize it's the same guy?
And Guy Gardner? Yeah, no, I'm not.
I mean, how can you resist that haircut, though? I mean, that's some classic Al Davis family haircut. That's Mark Davis to a T right there. That is someone who gave the owner of the Raiders a power ring and says, "Just win, baby."
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, final Superman question. Christopher Reeve's Superman. How many stars did I give it out of 10?
What?
Which version of Jess? Like right now, back in the day when you first saw it?
It's still the same as when I saw it.
Still the same.
Yeah. And we're talking about Superman 1. We're talking about 2, the Donner cut. Oh, just 1.
Just 1.
We're not talking about Richard Pryor.
No, and not Quest for Peace.
Ooh.
Just the first movie. The first classic movie.
I've got the box set of those old movies on 4K, and I'm like, I really don't need those other 2 movies, do I?
But what else are you gonna put in the box? Gonna have a half-empty box?
Yeah, I'll take the half-empty box. I think I'll take the half-empty box.
So, do you guys have your?
Still thinking about this one.
Okay.
This is tough.
Yeah, I know, and it's of course super subjective. It's what I
think. About. I think this falls on. Did you like the time travel?
Well,
all right.
There was time travel in the first one. I thought that was the second one.
No, he uses time.
Well, he does the amnesia kiss in the second one. He does the fly around the Earth the opposite way
in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mixed that up. But yeah. Okay.
I got my answer.
Okay.
You got yours, Lou?
Yeah, I got mine.
All right.
10. 9 of 10. Very close, but not really it. This will be controversial. I don't know what the chat's going to say. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman ruined the movie for me. It just wasn't. I look at this trailer and I can already tell this Lex Luthor is scary as heck, vindictive, manipulative.
He's Elon Musk.
Frightened, evil.
He's Elon Musk. That's probably where they're gonna
go. I just by looking at the trailer, I was like, "Whoa!" Now they're going for it. Whereas Gene Hackman, I gave it a 7 out of 10, and it could have been an easy 9 out of 10, but Gene Hackman just really ruined that movie for me. I was so excited for it. Valerie Perrine, she helped, but Gene Hackman being the goofy guy with weird red hair or whatever that was, Ronald McDonald hair, I don't know. It just wrecked the movie for me.
But there's so much good in that thing, man. The scene with him sitting down with Lois on the they're having the dinner and everything like that, and she's asking him that is just pure chemistry between the two. It's such a great moment. I love that movie.
Yeah, even if you feel, about that, I feel like Lex Luthor's not, and I mean it's been a little while since I've watched it, but I feel like he's not a big enough part of that, even as the main villain, to take 30% off a film score.
30%.
Just didn't believe a man could fly when he walked out of that theater. Yeah, he could jump, but he can't fly.
He could jump. Okay. And this is for the two wrestling fans. This is a wrestling question. Who is Jess's favorite wrestler? Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan? She heard me say Alexa.
This is the difference between blondes and brunettes, isn't it? I think.
No, they're both blonde.
They're blonde? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, Alexa's been out so long. I mean, I could tell you James's favorite. I don't know how much you know about Alexa Bliss, though.
I don't know anything about her.
This is probably about as much as you know about Liv. So
I've seen Liv a lot more.
Yeah.
The very first one I watched, which is now, I guess, 6 weeks ago, who I think you and I talked about it, Bunk. Who the gymnast was?
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton. Okay.
It's Tiffy time.
That's my answer. Sorry.
She had a casting, right?
Tiffany Stratton, because that gymnastics move was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So, yeah.
Tiffany hasn't cashed in, right?
No, she still has the briefcase.
Still got the briefcase.
They've been slow rolling that one.
Yeah, they have.
Slow
Because
rolling.
on the men's side, Drew cashed in unsuccessfully that night.
I remember that. That was great.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't see Damian Priest use it until Mania second night, so I don't think we'll wait that long. But it seems like they're fine, just like letting it develop and see what happens.
Yeah, when he cashed it in, he almost flung the briefcase into the audience.
So Jess, it's Liv versus Alexa, you said?
No, it's Tiffany.
Oh, so, you meant to. Oh, yeah, it's Tiffany.
No, I didn't mean. I couldn't pull her name, and I just thought. Well, I've seen Alexa Bliss, but I've seen Liv Morgan wrestle a lot more, but I haven't actually seen Alexa in the ring. So it was just a goof.
Yeah, she's been. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know you knew who Alexa Bliss was. Yeah, she's been out for a while. She's acting now in something.
She's been out of the wrestling thing?
Yeah, she didn't. I know she had a kid, and didn't she also have like a melanoma? Like she had like removed that was, questionable, and she was dealing with that.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear that. Wow.
I feel like she got cast in something though.
Oh, 6'4", same height as Christopher Reeve. I'm just looking. Yeah, I saw that too. Clark looks like Richard Iota in the IT crowd. Cato posted new Christmas cards. Okay. It was taken from Superman for All Seasons. Nice. My mom made it for me. I thought that was a cup of coffee that he threw against the head. The Man of Steel soundtrack was good. I have that. I missed a lot, but it's
on Zimmer. It was really good.
I was almost tearing up, Oracle says. Wait, is that Courtney Cox?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with this. I think Lou has had an issue with this for a long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A slow tempo remix of a 90s alt rock song. Yeah.
Done in a minor chord, so it's like vaguely threatening.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Why am I going with taps? Oh, that's not right.
Taps was a banger in the 90s. #1 on the charts for weeks at a time.
In my life, I've known everything. Wait, it's known everything is about just first. Drives my girlfriend nuts. I'm just seeing if I. Oh, okay. That's where I recognized her from. The Marvelous Miss Maisel. That's Lois. Okay.
Wait, Lois is Mrs. Maisel?
I don't know. Is she in Mrs. Maisel?
I didn't. I'm so bad at like knowing who actors and actresses are. Like
Yeah, same.
I joke with my wife. I have face blindness when it comes to like actors and what, because I'll be like, oh, who's that person? That looks familiar. And my wife's like, it's so and so. They were in the movie we watched last night. And I was like, oh, you mean I can tell you all about that movie, but so bad at like knowing who people are.
Okay, crypto. This question, if you weren't a mod, I'd have you put yourself in timeout. Crypto's the greatest.
Pizza Dog's pretty great though.
Everybody got crypto. Good. Okay, I'm glad. Well, that to me, that was a way for us to go through the. I thought it was a fun way to go through the trailer and what we thought.
So one thing we didn't talk about that I thought was, personally like kind of struck me on my second watch through the trailer. I think James Gunn did a really good job of sort of anticipating some of the criticisms of Superman. Like everyone always says, "Oh, he's not interesting because he's more powerful than anyone. He's perfect." And the first thing that we see is him lying bloody on the snow. It's like, "Oh, you think he's the most powerful and that's the only thing?" You don't even get to see the fight where it happened. It's just establishing him, as beaten and bloody, and it's finding some way outside of like physical bulk and powers and everything like that to overcome a circumstance. And then while all that's going on, it's like, oh, also he's a pretty well-rounded character. Like, look at these cool things that you want to see. And it was just, it reminded me of like in Persuasive Theory when you like anticipate the counterpoints and you address them before someone can make them. Yeah. And it was just like, yep, here it is. Here's in the trailer. Don't tell me this guy's not interesting because here's why.
Yeah, I think, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah. What's the big criticism that most people say that don't read the comics and aren't familiar with the source material? Oh, yeah, Superman really can't be hurt. He's kind of boring. And this right off the bat kind of addresses it. And it's a great hook because it doesn't tell you how he got hurt. It doesn't tell you who did it. And your hero is in peril right off the bat. And it's not like, oh, he's got a little scrape, he'll be fine. No, he is messed up really badly to the point where there's a moment he like catches his breath a little bit and he coughs up blood and you're going, oh man, whatever just happened was serious. That's to the point where he has to call Crypto to come and drag him and bring him to the Fortress of Solitude or wherever it is that Crypto is dragging him. Yeah, it's a great hook. I'm really excited about this. I have high hopes for this. God, I hope it's as good as this trailer lets on.
I hope so too. That's a good point about showing him instead of. Yeah, that's a really good point. I hadn't picked up on that. How they show him not as invulnerable to everything in the world and having to take him out of every Justice League book from the Silver Age because he's too powerful.
I think it's going to be an uphill battle that they're going to be fighting with this movie. I think because the DC universe has kind of been on a downswing for a lot of people, so that's going against it. Then you've got the idiots online that for whatever little thing they're complaining about. Then you've got the Snyder Bros online, which whatever, you're never going to win them over. In their mind, it was either Zack Snyder or bust, and you're just not going to win those people over. So it has an uphill battle to go against. And man, I really, really, really hope this is good, as good as it looks.
I'm very excited. This is the most excited I've been since Phantom Menace. No.
I feel like I feel like I'm not online enough in the communities you're talking about, Lou, because I have seen nothing but universal praise off this trailer. And I think everyone kind of acknowledges it's a trailer, but like everyone I have talked to, everywhere I have seen online, it just like it's people praising how excited they are in this interpretation. I have not seen any type of negative criticism towards it and being like, oh, well, why didn't they do this? I've just seen people being like, F yeah, I'm there for it.
Looks so good, man. It really does.
It really was good. But Rising Phoenix has the comment of the night. Has anyone watched OmniDog 2024 favorite comic covers? I was mesmerized by those green eyes. Could not look away. Rising Phoenix. Thank you. I feel the love. If you're talking about me and not one of the covers I held up, I think it's about me.
Could be about a gun honey cover. It's hard to look away from those.
I'm there opening night. IMAX tickets. As soon as they go on sale, I'm there opening night. I can't wait.
Thank you, James. My favorite comic book covers of 2024 just dropped this morning.
Is there another?
And I still have 3 more that I did, which is like a record. I don't think I'm going to drop anything next week. I feel like next week is just going to be all Christmas and nobody paying attention to YouTube.
Do we have what else is coming out next year? That's comic book. Thunderbolts
movie?
Yeah, Thunderbolts is it, right?
And Falcon, Captain America, Falcon. What's that movie called? I think that's coming out like January or February.
Falcon and the Winter's Captain America. Nobody cares.
Captain America. Seth Rollins is in this. I think that's the subtitle.
He actually was in it. They cut his part out. Yeah, they cut him out of it though.
What?
Yeah, they cut his scene out. He's not in it anymore. The amount of reshoots they've done with this thing is crazy.
I forgot any of that was coming out until we went to see Moana 2 last weekend, and they had a poster for it up there, and my son got really excited, and I was like, you are maybe the only person who was excited about this. And he's 3, so he was just excited because he recognized Captain America's shield.
Hayden's reminding us Fantastic Four. It's coming out next year?
Is that next year? Is Fantastic Four next year?
I don't know. Hayden, are you sure? I actually don't know.
I thought that was 2026.
Thank you, Kenny. I think you'll enjoy it. I had a lot of fun making it.
If Fantastic Four is next year, that's the only real competition comic book wise against this. Because the other stuff.
Fantastic Four, First Steps, 2025 film.
July.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be the only real competition comic book wise against this thing.
July 25th. Yeah, that'll be July's going to be a busy superhero month.
And when does Superman come out? July 15th?
11th, I thought. Sometime in July. I think it's a little bit before that.
July 11th, yeah. Oh, Cap, Brave New World.
One of those two will move. I think Fantastic Four will move from that date.
Yeah, they'll release it July 10th.
No, it's too close. It's too close. I think they'll bump Fantastic Four. I think they'll bump it probably to August, maybe September to get away from. They have to be paying attention to how the Superman looks. Maybe they'll just bump it. They're like, look, it's way too close. It's gonna eat into our sales. I don't know. We'll see.
Or they're just listening to the Snyder Bros. And they're like,
yeah,
people are upset about the fact that there's too much color in this and the trunks are on. Yeah, we're fine.
They had crypto in it. This is a good question.
I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four.
I'm looking forward to everything. I'm happy to go see Brave New World. I like Falcon as Captain America. That's fine with me. As someone this is Javier, someone who's currently reading All-Star Superman, what else should I read for Superman? You should read Superman Birthright by Mark Waid.
Yep.
Should read Superman Secret Identity by, as a matter of fact, this segues right into Bunk's wheelhouse. Superman Secret Identity, Javier. Superman Birthright. Superman Up in the Sky by Tom King.
Secret Identity is my favorite Superman story of all year, and it's seasonally appropriate.
Okay, let's take a look. This is original art that Bunk owns.
Yep. So this is come on, camera. Come on. This is the original page from Stuart Eminem at the beginning of I think it was 4 or 3 books that make it up. But
Beautiful.
the beginning of the last one, when it's him and his daughters all at their home and they're giving him the Superman ornament. That's my absolute favorite Superman story ever. It absolutely, especially if you're reading All-Star and you're trying to get you're getting a view of sort of the man behind the Superman and sort of what makes him who he is. Even if in Secret Identity it's not your classic Superman, it's a separate one, it's still so much about the core of his character and who he is as a person. And I think it's just such a beautiful, wonderful story.
I agree. It's easily one of my favorite Superman stories ever. I'm trying to find the page.
And in that, he's a hashtag girl dad too.
Yes, he is.
What was the one that has Brainiac? It was written by Jeff Johns. It has Brainiac. It looks like a spitting image of Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, that was Jeff Johns, Gary Frank Brainiac. That's in the Jeff Johns, Gary Frank Absolute Superman.
That stuff is good.
Yeah. Also, Javier, you should read Superman Rebirth by Tomasi and Gleason.
That's good.
Some great family Superman books there. That one's absolutely about the relationship he has with becoming a father and sort of teaching the next generation while also keeping the world and his obligations there. What is it? Up in the Sky? The Tom King. That's another perfect one, I think, where in the same way that All-Star basically sets out to be like, why is Superman important? Like, we're going to chop it down into these. Each issue is going to take a different facet of his life and highlight that part. Up in the Sky, I think, does something very similar, where through a lot of smaller episodes, you get to see sort of why Superman is this really important character.
And speaking of crypto, you do need to read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Even though it's not Superman, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is about as close as to, for me, that was a 10 out of 10.
It's fantastic.
But
it's going to be the basis of whatever that Supergirl movie is going to be.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're using it.
Good question, Javier. We're your one-stop shop for all Superman recommendations.
But if you want 2-stop shops, you can go over to OmniDog's Vault, where once a month, Jess and Earth 2 Jess talk about different Superman stories. So you can check that out and see what other stories they recommend along the way.
Wow, Bunk really does know me well. He knows my channel too, and Jess' name, everything. Oh yeah, Superman Smashes the Klan. That's pretty important.
That's a great book.
Yeah, that really is. Uh-oh, Smurfs movie.
They're rebooting Smurfs?
They're doing another one?
That means it's only a matter of time until we get the next wave of Alvin the Chipmunks. I'm calling it now.
Oh, God.
Up in the Sky. Jess, what do you think of Greg Horn's comic covers? They seem up your alley. I feel, did he do the covers for the Emma Frost miniseries? I don't know that I'm super familiar with him. If you think they're up my alley, though, I will definitely start checking them out. Kingdom Come, yeah. Oh, I love Superman Kryptonite by Cook and Tim Sale. Lots of great Superman books. Oh, yeah, I'm excited for the Mike Flanagan Clayface.
Is that a movie or is that a show that's coming out?
Movie.
I did not know that existed.
Yeah. I really hope they go full body horror with it. I think there's a lot of potential there for some really good stuff.
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is amazing, and a good era of Supergirl comics to read is the pre-New 52 era. Agreed. Oh,
The Peter David stuff with Gary Frank kicking off of that classic skateboard cover. Yeah.
Yeah. Supergirl, but yes, I want the deluxe hardcover of Supergirl. You know where you can get it.
Is it at instockstrades.com?
At instocktrades.com. Thank you, Bunk. Yeah, where you can get all your collected edition needs from 30, 20, 30, 60% off. 2% loyalty discount you can add to that. At the end of the month, the last Monday, when we have the Omnis Award Show, that's when we'll be giving away the free $50 gift certificate to IST from IST, courtesy of IST. It's $50 towards IST. If you didn't get that, over $50 in an order in the United States, free shipping. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's instocktrades.com.
Don't forget, if you're in the US, they also have free customer service.
Free.
We established that earlier.
That's amazing.
That's gonna haunt me.
I'm really just waiting for the time when Amazon starts charging for people to use customer service now, or something like that. It's coming. I guarantee you, at some point, something like that's going to come down the line.
I think they've just outsourced that all to AI, where you just get into a loop where it just like answers your question and just never delivers you to an actual human.
Before we get any further, I have to give praise to Jewish Dragons. I hope he's still in the chat. So.
Oh yeah, let's see what he sent you, buddy.
So we've talked about Jewish Dragons before. He is absolutely one of the sweetest guys that I've met since starting this channel. Just a scholar and a gentleman, honestly. And this is the second time he sent me something really cool. The packaging alone on it is impressive. This guy took time to really package this well and to send it to us. And I think it's the same for everybody. Everybody can vouch for it too.
Yeah.
So he sent me a few really cool things. There's something in here that he sent me that I'm like, oh, dude, you really didn't have to do that. That was above and beyond. And I'll save that for last. But he sent me a few.
You may have to take off your background screen.
Do I have to? Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me move back to where I was before. Yeah, I've got a little bit of battery left. All right, give me a second.
He's saying pre-New 52 for Supergirl. Greg Horn does great. Harley and his female covers are all pretty great. Okay, I will check into that. Thank you.
Okay. Right. So the first thing, let's go through some of this. I should have the list. He always sends a list too.
Yeah.
Of the names and stuff. And I have it here. Give me a second, Jess. I'll be back.
Sure. We're fine.
But I mean, what are we going to do without the mouth harp? Like, mouth harp was made for moments like this to there it is.
There was my John Williams Superman.
I picked it right up.
Matter of fact, they need to recut the trailer with just that.
Yeah, that was the real answer about how does Jess feel about the music.
Insulted.
Let me remove that. All right, okay. Right. So, Jess, what's one of our favorite horror comics that we've talked about in the past? It was a one and done. It was a one and done comic set in a building.
Infidel.
Yes.
The racist apartment building.
Infidel's awesome. I love that book.
It really
so
is. Yeah.
he's super sweet enough to get me the trade paperback of Infidel, and it's signed by, I can never get this person's name.
Pornsack?
Yes, I'm not even gonna try the last name.
Somebody told me how to say. I think NFL dude knows how to pronounce his last name.
But it's signed by that individual. I love this book.
Yeah.
If you have never read Infidel, you are missing out. It's one of my favorite horror books of all time.
I think you're the one that recommended it to me, and I was really, that was a Lou recommendation, a Luke recommendation. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredibly well done. I love this book. I really do. So really sweet. Thank you so much for that. He also sent me, and I've never read this before, so maybe you can fill me in a little bit, Jess. He sent me the hardcover of Rain. This is a Joe Hill book. I've not read this.
Oh, it looks like
art on that is Zoe Thorogood.
Is it good?
It's I didn't love the story, but Zoe is one of my favorite humans on the planet.
Okay.
So the art is super cool. Yeah, it's adapted from one of his works. I don't think Joe Hill did the writing on this. It was, I think, originally a novel that he wrote, and then it got adapted out there. But it's got some killer Zoe art.
David M. Bower is the one that did the adaptation, but it's a story by Joe Hill. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had something signed by that same writer. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know Zoe did that, drew that.
And to the brain, and it is signed by the writer. Awesome. The next thing he sent me was here. So this is really cool because he sent me a few comics that he picked up along the way. The first one is Feral issue 1.
Ooh.
And I love this cover because Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And this is a very clear homage to Dawn of the Dead. Awesome. I love this cover. I think it's awesome. I've never heard of this book, but definitely.
Did you read Stray Dogs?
No, I haven't read Stray Dogs.
Oh, Stray Dogs is so good.
Is it?
It's like this is the like spiritual successor series. Awesome story about a cat surviving a zombies or rabies outbreak that might as well be like a zombie outbreak for them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so this is issue 1. It's signed by the artist, the writer. Super excited about this.
Nice.
It might actually be double signed by both. Can you put that up real quick again? Because I think that might be signed by both Tone and Tone.
Let me see what it says. Nope,
never mind. I thought the stuff in the middle of the was a Tone signature. Because they did a circuit together where they were signing both Tony and Tone.
Above the cat's eye there, is that what you thought looked like a signature? Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, no, it's just blood.
That's just blood.
It's just blood.
I dig this. Thank you so much. Honestly, this is really cool. I'm such a sucker for Dawn of the Dead stuff. Once we get into the new place, depending on how the space looks, I might frame this and hang this up. I really need to have that. This is issue 4 of it. And it is signed by the same writer. I think this is an homage. I forgot the name of the movie. Is it Night of the Creeps? I think it's what this is an homage to. I might be wrong. Let me see.
I'm not familiar with it. It looks like you in the audience of Cats.
I might be wrong on this. Am I wrong? No, I'm right. It is Night of the Creeps. Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
This cover is an homage to the movie Night of the Creeps. Man, I want to start just getting this series just on these covers alone because I really love the homages that they do to horror. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I was a sucker for it with Murder Falcon when they did the homages to different rock albums and stuff like that. So
they started doing that with Stray Dogs, the series that came out before. I mean,
really?
So many variants.
Really?
Business.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I can't go down that rabbit hole, man.
They're expensive, but if you can check out the trade that has a whole bunch of them, and you can read it all in Hoopla, both Feral and that. But yeah, like if you just look online, there were so many cool horror variants.
This one I didn't expect. This is signed by Mark Waid. It is Batman and Robin, Year 1, issue number 1. And it's
Nice.
by Mark Waid, which is just awesome. I love Mark Waid, one of my favorite writers of all time. I still have not read this, and the art is Chris Samney. So you just, dude, you can't go wrong with this team. Mark Waid and Chris Samney is just a home run team, no matter
Tony Jewish Dragons is here. Tony Fleeks was super nice. I met him at a local pinball arcade bar of all places. Issue 4 was the one that was out most recently at the time.
Yeah, Tony's a super cool dude.
Wow. Pinball arcade bar. That's pretty cool.
I'm not entirely sure what this one is. This is 31 Days of Horvath. It's kind of like a mini booklet. And this
I think that's a Patrick Horvath who did Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I think that's a sketch series that he did.
Okay, cool.
So that's super limited, and like you had to like be somewhere. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, cool. I haven't actually even opened this yet. I haven't gone through it. Oh,
wow.
I'm gonna sit down with this tomorrow when I have time. That's awesome. Now, the thing that he really went all out for me personally, and he really didn't have to do this because I was really surprised, and he even included a very sweet letter.
Yeah, his Christmas card we put up on the wall.
Yeah, it's going up on the tree. Dude, I look, man. I don't know what else to say other than super. Honestly, thank you. So as many of you know, Preacher is my favorite comic of all time, right? Sadly, Steve Dillon passed a few years ago, and I was never able to meet him or get anything from him. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it that well, but he got me a signed sketch of Tulip from Preacher. It's not going to show up that well on here. From Steve Dillon.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which, to be honest with you, man, when I because I read the letter before I opened it, I was like, no, man, you didn't have to do that. So that is, yeah. You want to talk about stuff that's going to go framed on a wall when we get the new place?
Yeah.
That's the first thing that's going up.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's, dude, fucking awesome. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to thank you. Honestly, I really don't. Other than if I ever see you at a convention, yeah, I'm buying dinner, and I'm like, first round.
Give you a big kiss on the lips.
First round is on me, dude. I got dinner. Like I don't know what else to tell you, man. Honestly, thank you so much.
That's so cool. Good on you, Jewish Dragons.
Yeah, no,
one of the best parts of the community.
And his I also am extremely grateful, and my wife immediately put the Christmas card that you sent, put it right up on the window frame with all our other Christmas cards, because it had the nicest, sweetest message in it that is just above and beyond. And everybody is a treasured member, but we really appreciate the treasures that you sent us, Jewish Dragons, because as Harvey says up above you, Jewish Dragons, you definitely did your homework. Yeah. He sent me a lot of personalized stuff. Yeah. And he also did to Lou and Geo. Sounds like Jewish Dragons getting free food and a kiss at Heroes Con if Lou decides to go to it.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard Lou, but Jess did promise that you would give Jewish Dragons a big kiss on the lips. You said dinner and drinks, and Jess said a big kiss on the lips. So,
that's what dinner and drinks means, right?
It's like Netflix and chill. It's all just coded. By the way, did our Christmas card make the list? Did I get put up on? Is Patty going to put ours that we have on the big collection of them?
I will print that out and make sure it does. Is there another?
Someone said that there was another one.
Yeah, General. I don't. Okay,
Jess, you need to put that on a sweater. That needs to go on another Christmas sweater.
What? The one of Bunk and me?
Yeah, that has to go on an ugly Christmas sweater for the year, man.
Back Cato, where did you put it? Was it Back Cato that did it? let's see. Art show, halls and libraries, international comics. I don't see.
Yep. No, that's there's more in the OmniDog Photoshop.
Oh, okay. It didn't. OmniDog Photoshop. Oh. Oh my God. Oh dear.
How bad did it get?
I
I can tell by that laugh.
generally I'm generally a good sport about everything that makes fun of me. But I don't know, man. we've got several of these that are very funny, and I am definitely willing to oh man. Okay.
There's some good ones there. I'm into it. I appreciate these.
I do too. Yeah.
The mullet is great.
I know, and my head is properly positioned.
What is Bunk? Bunk has like a Jewish thing going on with his hair right now. There.
Yeah. I've got like a John C. Reilly thing going on.
Yeah.
See, right? Yes. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's see. Where is that? Oh, that's the Discord one.
Under the Sea. Yeah.
You look kind of like Eli Manning there.
Not a mouth breather like Eli. For anyone who's the League fan.
Oh Jesus!
I like your little sly smile. There's a lot going on in that, but honestly, that little smile you have, or just I like that.
I don't know what. What? I'm so confused by everything that's going on in this, and the more I look at it, the more confused I get.
Well, it makes sense. Lou, you showed off your art, and now Jess is showing off his art. It only makes sense.
Jess is James May from Top Gear.
Oh my God!
Honestly,
how did these get made? It should be completely illegal.
I'm kind of digging the way I look in that one. I'm thinking I might need a makeover.
That's not bad. You don't look that bad on that.
I could pull off that look, I think.
I like her sweaters.
When man is no longer and the earth is uninhabitable and all that's left is our digital record, aliens are going to find this and they're going to be like, yeah, they lived a good life.
I like the James. Go back. I like that Jess is respectable enough to not give you like the full contact hug. He's like,
yeah,
give you a little bit of space there, bud.
Well, also, like, we got the top half going in, but there's like a respectable distance on the bottom. Like, we're not doing the like up from behind. It's like, oh, okay, we can touch up here, but not down here. Only certain parts can touch.
Yeah, it was my religious mother that taught me to respect
leave room for the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Oh my God, I grew up in the church. That's such a thing I know.
I feel I can't tell if I'm at first I thought that was like a pink shawl and I looked like a little old lady, but I think that's just a pink shirt. And actually I like my hair there. If I wish I could grow a head of hair like that.
Go, you're going the wrong way, I think, Jess.
I went backwards to show him. I mean, I started off and then I went back.
It's like looking at different eras.
Yeah, it really is. So if you join my Discord, this is the type of nonsense that happens in it.
I'm waiting for the mid 2000s where you get kind of that emo bang to the side of the face or whatever.
Don't give them any more ideas. Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Amy made them with Snapchat while watching with me. Well, Amy, God bless you. That is some kind of great work.
Amy, we've seen a lot of your art before. We've seen the things that you make, and you do some incredible work. That might have been top.
Yeah.
This is the look for Bunk.
Honestly, I'm gonna like show my wife some of those and be like, should I next time should I make this happen?
There's one that I think you need to go for it, man. There is one there.
What an entry point. Wonder Woman just was burned into my brain. This situation is melting my brain.
Oh Lord.
James May from Top Gear. Omnidog Photoshop. Yeah. Oh my gosh. These were great. These were great.
Well worth it, guys. Well worth it.
Well, this was a ton of fun. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to Bunk for joining us to talk about the Superman trailer. Brian, yeah, I showed it. I didn't think it was bad at all. I thought it was very creative. It's Jess cover. Yeah, I showed it already. Thank you to Bunk, where you can find him on YouTube at Bunkmasta B on comics.
That's me.
And Comics Guide, who has his Blue Sky Social address right there.
It is so peaceful over there. I love Blue Sky.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I need to start posting more over there.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. It's like a nice warm hug versus Twitter, which is like, oh, I'm getting stabbed in the back.
Or right in the eye.
Or right in the eye, yeah.
Okay, here we have Omnidog Blue Sky. Next Imaginaut, thank you for joining tonight. Amazing stream. Thank you, Kane. Great to have you.
While we're thanking people, one more big thank you to Jewish Dragons, who just absolutely, the community here is amazing. So many amazing people. I mean, just Jewish Dragons going above and beyond. So cool. Yeah.
My wife was absolutely blown away by his generosity. And I am too. And especially the card. I mean, the card was such a nice personal touch and just straight from the heart, Jewish Dragons. It means everything to me. So thank you so much. I'm not sure what Lou's doing now, but I'm sure he's ready to say goodnight. We appreciate the great Bunk being on with us and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you to InStock Trades. Okay, he's off.
He did say his battery was dying. It might have just.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
It might have kicked it.
You're right. Yeah, you can find me on OmniDog's Vault, where I just put up my favorite comic book covers for 2024, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And go check out Bunkmasta B, who just cracked 1,000 subs as of a week ago.
At this point, I think it was like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago? Okay.
I don't know. It happened. And I, of course, haven't posted a video since then. Why would I?
Great show. I hope we see Bunk more. I hope so, too. It depends. He's got you know what? I never asked you what I never have had the pecan goo cluster. What did you think of it?
Oh, pecan is my favorite. So as a backstory, everybody knows Jess loves Goo Clusters, one of his favorites. I sent him a picture. We have cycle, was talking about the wrong Cleveland landmarks. Out here we have a candy store called BA Sweeties, which is not just a candy store, it is a candy warehouse where basically every candy you have ever heard of or can imagine exists in this. And they had an entire section of Google clusters. The pecan is my favorite. It's in a blue wrapper, and I really like that one. So I was all about that. I like it more than the original peanut.
I like the peanut butter one. I think more than.
And I have this. I just realized also from BA Sweeties was just within reach for me. Grape Big League Chew.
Nice. I remember chewing that in college. I like the peanut. I like the peanut butter one even better than the original one. As much as I love the original one, the peanut butter one is just like, wow.
I don't think I've had the peanut butter one. I kind of got onto the pecan one and I was like, nope, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, I love pecan pie, so I bet I'd love that too. I mean, the pictures you sent me were unbelievable.
Yeah, it's literally just a warehouse where it's like so we went with our 2 kids and my wife, who was super into it, and then we went with my wife's extended family, so like our kids' cousins, and like everyone like filled up these carts, and both of our orders, like ours and then theirs, was like $80, and I was like, I can't believe we spent $80 on candy, and both of them were like, I can't believe we made it out for under $100. But it's a cool spot.
It is. How far away is it? Where? What is it? Not in Cleveland proper. It's somewhere.
It's in Parma, so it's like it's just outside of Cleveland.
Okay.
Just a little town not town. It's on the west side. It's Parma might as well be Cleveland.
Okay. Okay, good. I wanted to get your opinion on that. I wasn't aware that you had already had it, but I'm glad that you had a chance to get it again. Okay, thank you to everyone who has participated. Of course, thank you to Jewish Dragons. Great to see you. And we already said, more.
Always, you can show comments praising me all you want. Thanks, Labruski.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
A third time.
We'll end on that one. Let's see. I'm supposed to do something here. There's so much in here.
Oh, are we acapella mouth hopping?
Here we go. Thank you so much. Peace and love. Peace and love. And thank you, Bunk, for being on.